And we are back.
Right.
Oh my God.
Wow, look at this.
Crazy.
We've got the whole production team in here today.
Hello.
So,
Hello, everybody. Hello. Shaking in her boots. Look at that.
we're very nervous.
I love that.
We thought we'd have a quick little chit chat. This is going to be uploaded on the most random day. So I hope you guys enjoy this. To my right, I have a weirdo. This is Jamie. He's one of the owners of the podcast room.
Hello. How are you?
Don't do this now.
Yeah, I'm nervous.
Don't do this now.
What's up, bro? There you go.
There you
And
go.
then
Hello.
we have the lovely frame of mind producer, Jasmine.
Yay. So
Jasmine's
you
here.
finally get to see her in
The
live.
Jasmine we talk about live in the flesh.
Do you know what I've realised? I'm going to go forward like this because I look less fat that way.
Okay.
That's
Right, so
why
we've got that in there.
I
Cute.
see so many people sit down in different ways, and now I know why they sit forward.
Yeah, because
He's
or that's why
finally
they wear
come-
black.
And look, yeah, if I do that as well. I look
Right,
more-
so guys, I've got a story for you.
Okay.
So someone told me this the other day, and when I say my jaw was on the floor, I don't have the end of the story, so it's gonna end abruptly. But I want to hear what you think, right?
Okay.
So this is from a friend of a friend of a friend, so it's attachments. Anyway, so there's this guy, and he was at a party, and he had taken mushrooms for the first time, right?
Sorry.
See what I'm saying?
Sounds like a fun guy.
Ha ha. He's taken mushrooms for the first time, and he's like, "Oh, like I'm not really feeling it. Whatever, like it's not really, I'm not really feeling it." Anyway, so he goes about his business. Like I think he goes to the shop and comes back or something. Obviously, it's been like an hour or so or whatever. I don't know how long these things take, and his apartment is below the house party, so he's gone to his apartment. Anyway, he's come back to the party. And he's gone around and he's like, guys, guess what? And everyone's like, what? You literally went to the shop and came back. He was like, I found an elf.
I'm sorry?
Is it going to be a dwarf
But
or something?
in his world, the
kidnapped
mushrooms
a
haven't
child.
kicked in.
Yeah.
And
oh,
he's
still
like,
normal.
he's like, I saw an elf. And they're like, what the fuck are you talking about? They're like, no, I saw an elf. Come. They're like, what do you mean, come? So they go to his apartment. He's like, I got it. And they're like, what? Bro, he's got a kid in his wardrobe.
No.
Whose kid is this?
He thought it's an elf. So he took the kid.
No.
He took the kid
No.
and basically kidnapped the kid because he thought it was an elf. In his brain, he's kidnapped an elf. So now, the people are like, oh my God, what have you done? Like they then take the kid back to wherever he came from or whatever. I don't know that part of the story, what happened after that. But I was mind blown. All I do know is now he's like under investigation for kidnapping and stuff like that. But he has to prove that he was under
the
Under
influence.
the influence.
And
So
he
how
thought it
do
was
they
an
prove?
elf.
How do
I
they
don't
prove
know,
that?
I
They
don't
get
know.
him to take mushrooms and stand in a primary school and see if he's like elves everywhere. What do I do?
You're an elf.
Have you ever done mushrooms?
No.
So I've done it
Hell
once
no.
in
Right.
my life. I never kidnapped a child, but it was crazy.
See, I feel like it's kind of like I kind of slightly believe it, but also I'm
I
like,
believe
why?
it. I know mushrooms can really like send you off the road, but like
You took
I-
To kidnap.
yeah.
Yeah, but he didn't think
But
he was
kidnapped the
kidnapping.
elf. No.
I'm not.
He's a kidnapper.
But
Regardless.
who's-
He's
yeah.
a kidnapper regardless. Elf or
Yeah,
child.
exactly.
But it's like going and taking a turtle. If you found it, like you found a crab on the floor,
No, but
and
you're
take the
still
crab. It's an
kidnapping
elf.
an elf.
But an elf is a mystical creature. It's
Yes.
not real.
Okay, but it belongs to somewhere.
still a
So you're
Who?
taking it.
Yeah, exactly.
Who does the elf belong to?
Well, it's mum and dad.
It's family. I don't know.
Mum and dad. It's mum and dad. Yeah, so I guess he did kidnap it.
Yeah.
But that means I've kidnapped things.
I'm sorry?
No one's
Things are not
stolen stuff
people.
from. Huh?
Things are not people.
What? So turtles are not people.
Are
So you
turtles
stole a
people?
turtle?
Are turtle? You answered that question.
So
Are
shall I tell
turtles
you my
people?
shall I tell you my mushroom story?
Go
Because it is
on.
quite funny.
See?
How
Well, I
did
think
you
it's
feel?
funny in my head. The first time I did it, so it was Halloween. Yeah, it was about 10 years ago. I'd never done mushrooms before. I was a
Right.
bit nervous about it, but my friend was like, "You'll be fine.
I'll
Just
never
come
trust
with
my
us."
friend.
And we went somewhere like Haringey or somewhere far. And I
Right.
used to live in Essex, and we go.
Oh, that's a journey for you.
Yeah.
man.
And my friend was like, there's just going to be like 4 of us. We'll mix it into a tea. He does it all the time. Like, you'll be fine. So I was like, okay, cool. Let's do it. So we go to this house. sit down. Like we've already passed like hundreds of people dressed up as ghouls and ghosts and elves and stuff like that. And we get to this house. So I drink the tea. The mushrooms in there. I'm like feeling fine. Out of nowhere, this person that lives in the house, it goes out, comes back with about 30 people. Right, like genuinely, the mushrooms haven't kicked in yet, and they had like a basement that had like the bloody flags and the, you know, like the, what's it called, the tie-dye stuff and all that,
right, yeah,
like
yeah.
the hippie stuff.
Right.
So we go down, and then these like 30 people come in, and this was like they
This
were dressed
mushrooms are
up.
got to go left.
No, yeah.
Mushroom said, "I got it."
They're like dressed up as like gangsters. Like
Oh,
then
no.
this white guy turned up and he had a long trench coat on. Now the mushrooms start kicking in. So we go outside, and then he just kept, every time he would just turn up out of nowhere, this white guy would walk into our group and just go, "The revolution will be televised." And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Anyway, then like the mushrooms really kick in now. So the sky was beautifully pink and purple. It was like looking at the northern lights. It was
Yeah.
amazing. Then I started talking to dust on the windowsill, saying like, this dust has life. Like I became David Attenborough of dust. I was like, here in the middle of nowhere, we have dust. It was weird. And then me and my friend decided to have a race in the garden from one wall to another. So I'm running.
Sound very far.
No, it wasn't far at all. But in my head, the wall had disappeared. So I carried on running, smashed into the wall, nose pouring of blood, but my blood was purple. It was weird. It was weird, yeah. And the worst thing about the mushrooms is time goes so slow.
I can
So
imagine,
you'd
yeah.
look at your phone and it would be like 12:01, and then it would feel like an hour's gone, and you look and it would be like 12:02. Like it was so weird. Yeah, and then
don't wanna be
eventually,
there.
eventually all the gangsters left. So I don't even know if they were actually there. It
Yeah,
could
I
have
was
just
about
been
to
the
say, were they
mushrooms, you
there?
know? I don't
You're just
know.
in a room on your own talking to dust.
Racing
I
nobody.
didn't even have any friends. It was just me in some random's house and an elf in a wardrobe.
See, and now now you see why the man took the elf.
I do.
See, I do.
I do.
That's, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna.
Why
do
do we
mushrooms
not do mushrooms?
Because of that.
Because we
On
don't want to
frame
steal
of
elf.
mind, we can look at how women deal with mushrooms.
As
and
We
how
can't because we've
men
not done
deal
that.
with mushrooms and how boys deal with mushrooms.
Wow.
Boys, you know.
Wow.
This
I
guy.
want to
You
say,
tapped you as well,
as the
can I say?
producer / management of this podcast, I'm
We
going to
do
give
not
that
do.
strong no. Strong, absolutely not.
Thank you.
Um,
Thank you for that.
Yeah,
Because
we
No,
don't. We don't
Tyrese,
do.
yeah, leave the mushrooms out.
Tyrese.
Tyrese.
That was cool.
Tyrese.
That was very
Racist.
typical, wasn't it?
I'm not racist.
Sorry,
disclaimer.
Jonathan, can you let Hugo know to leave the mushrooms at home, please? Yeah. Cheers, mate. Bye.
Jonathan, let Hugo know.
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
Well, unfortunately, that is all the time we
Good
have.
job. Well done, everybody.
Sick.
That was,
I like
uh,
this. This is good fun. Hey guys, that was really cool, man. Really enjoyed that thoroughly. And Jazz is a fantastic producer, like one of the best in the world.
Now he's just chatting. He's being.
Let's see who
We
cuts
have
that
it,
out.
Kevin.
I'm gonna edit this
Look at him.
episode.
Look, nah, I'm not letting him. He's
You know
just
how
trying to,
Jazz will cut me out? I'm just gonna blur her for the whole
Kevin sitting
episode.
on the sofa on his own. Just see Kevin.
Just my voice.
In the background. Good job, everybody.
Right.
Well, that was the mushroom special,
Love
guys.
you and leave you. How do you do it?
Love us and leave us.
Love us and leave us.
Come on, Kevin.
Kevin, don't do it.
Nah.